What up, crypto lovers and enthusiasts? Starting the week, let's take a look at what's going on with the markets today. We're really going to focus on a couple of bits of information, and then we're going to analyze and see what type of sentiment is out there, and we're also going to see what direction Bitcoin can go in the short term. All right, so that's how we got to look at a bunch of things as quickly as we can. ETF approval. Deadline is, well, the window is fast closing. On the 17th is that when that window closes, and is there an approval going to happen between now and then, which would be a strong catalyst, and that would actually make the markets probably pump up pretty hard. But we'll go through all those things, all those possible scenarios. There you go. Oh, and also I do want to highlight two cryptos that I've been buying recently again when the referencing Stobox, and another one called Credi. Both of these cryptos should be on your radar if they're not already. Real world asset plays, and they're in a great narrative, strong team, but we'll talk about that too. And so without further ado, let's do this. All right, and also, if we have time, I'm also going to look at one called Prop S, which has been over the weekend was really making a lot of noise. They've 10x'd, something like that. We'll look at the chart there too. Can't get too much info on it, and I looked at it because it's a real world asset play, and I'll let you know what I thought of it. All right, thought it's all right, but I think at the time is not right to buy it, and tokenomics are horrible, but maybe that's because it's a brand new project. I think it came out in November. Anyways, we'll get to all that. All right, so first things first, how I see the sentiment this morning, all right, on Monday when I'm looking at everything. Somewhat bullish, kind of a red day. I mean, somewhat bearish, I'm sorry. Kind of a red day, because on Friday what happened is, if you didn't know, Moody's late on Friday cut its outlook on the US AAA credit rating to negative from stable, citing large fiscal deficits and a decline in debt affordability. The move following a ratings downgrade by Fitch over the summer. That was over the summer, in the heels of months of political brinksmanship around the U.S. debt ceiling. And then there's going to be another problem with the U.S. On Saturday. Again, the government might possibly shut down. And so with that hanging over our heads on Friday, Bitcoin barely moved. All right. Now, when I was going through all these, I did notice that because of that, the 2-year bond yields have gone up a little bit, right? Although it's down a little bit right now, but it's see, like this little uptrend, right? Same thing here, a little uptrend. So it should have been higher based on that news. So I mean, that's something that's interesting, guys. That's something that's interesting. And then I read the reason for this could be because the dollar, although it's looking kind of weak today, there's still demand on the dollar, for the dollar. So that has helped that the debt market, the bond market, hasn't spiraled out of control, like, just gone all downhill with these rates going up and up, which would be bad. But hey, let's look at they should have effect on this. And now we're seeing a green day for the Dow Jones, the S&P, the Nasdaq, a green day, and the S&P, a green day. All right, so resilient, strong. That's kind of bullish. I mean, could we have a bearish week? Yes, based on that information, right? But for right now, the markets are taking it relatively strong, and Bitcoin, to me, is just moving laterally. But there is a lot of information here that says people are buying, guys. Okay, people are buying, and adoption is happening. Let me just go to my profile here. It's the latest thing I put up. This guy, Philip Swift. This is what adoption looks like. All right. Addresses holding more than X Bitcoin per year. Between 0.01 Bitcoin is up here, and then having more, the bigger people. It's going up and up and up and up, guys. Okay, adoption, Bitcoin, crypto is inevitable, boys and girls. If you haven't understood that yet, I don't know what to tell you. You're gonna miss the boat. But crypto is inevitable. Okay, so it's just oscillating. Let's see. It's 36,885. All right, and it's gone down as low today as 36,588. Could it be that we make a little drop down here to 35,712. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe right now we're just gonna go sideways, waiting to see what happens up until the 17th, as far as an approval or not. Now, as far as an approval or not, let's talk about that. The ETF, the approval ETF, they have until the 17th. Okay, and Michael Saylor, which is a Grayscale CEO, known in the crypto world, he made a tweet about supposedly about a cryptic tweet talking about Bitcoin, essentially, ETF being approved, basically a 10-year dress rehearsal, something along those lines. Let's take a look real quick. I saw it right here, but then I looked on his thing, and I looked here, and first time I've seen his stuff, but he's all about Bitcoin. Obviously, you can tell, just all Bitcoin stuff. But that specific tweet where he's talking about a 10-year dress rehearsal, basically hinting at ETF approval, I didn't see, so maybe he took that out. But I mean, it was here, right here, Grayscale. Where is it? There we go. In a recent post, I didn't see it, describing it as a main event that will follow a 10-year dress rehearsal. Oh, I'm sorry, that's not Michael Sonhensheen. Okay, so sorry about that, guys. Let me just take a look. Grayscale Investment CEO. Oh, I guess Michael Saylor isn't the Grayscale CEO. That's what threw me off. I thought Michael Saylor. Here we go. Let's see if he really did say that, because I just want to make sure. Let's follow this guy. I guess maybe this stuff is private. We're gonna have to take the word for it. So this guy said, all right, I'm sorry, it wasn't Michael Saylor. So this guy said, main event, alluding to a ETF approval. Now, this guy, James Safart, who is basically watches this stuff, right? ETF approvals, apparently. He thinks it's going to happen more around January. January 10th, I believe, is the last deadline that they can have. So around that time is when he believes it'll happen. Okay, so let's see. If Michael Saylor said it, maybe I would have been more impressed. But if this guy said it, I don't know who he is. Even though he's the CEO of Grayscale, obviously he's got to be someone smart, important, and probably plugged in. But hey, let's take it all with a grain of salt. All right, so maybe we do drop after the 17th if we don't get an approval. But I mean, I don't think it'll be a big drop, and then it'll be just be essentially opportunity, guys. All right, so let's see what happens this week. You know, maybe just more sideways consolidation before another attempt, either up or down. My bias again is towards the upside. Okay, but let's see. This area right here is the next area where we have to test as resistance, 38,117. Okay, but still, if we don't get it in the 17th, I don't think we drop too much, you know, and eventually there's got to be another bullish catalyst or something, which seems to be the market wants more bullish stuff. It wants to keep going up as far as I can see. All right, it's staying resilient, guys. It's staying resilient. That should tell you something. So, with that, those of us that play in the altcoin world, we have seen our portfolios, because this is the crypto market cap excluding Bitcoin, Ethereum, go up and up and up as we're up over this channel, and we have created bodies over here, guys. So like I think I alluded to in videos a couple I don't know, days back, a few videos back. Maybe we do make a base here and continue going up higher. All right, again, referring to altcoins, guys. Bitcoin dominance has dropped a little bit, but you know what? Even when Bitcoin was going up, altcoins were also going up. I mean, although this happens, and eventually Bitcoin, the dominance will come back up, because Bitcoin is not done pumping. Maybe for the next few days, maybe it is, but it's not done pumping overall, guys. All right, so just stuff to keep in mind. Those of us that are still maybe looking for projects, you know, and I'm always looking for projects, even though I'm committed. There's always going to be a project that comes out and it's gonna do really well. And I thought one of them was maybe this one, prop base. Okay, I looked at it yesterday. I went in the community and everything, because I'm like, I'm gonna buy it because of RWA, and all over my Twitter feed yesterday, which to me probably means that these guys paid for that. They're a real world asset play, but I mean, that's no problem. They paid for marketing. Good, they have money. They're a real world asset play, and everything looked all right. The focus on Southeast Asia. Okay, whatever. That's good, because you gotta have capital allocated right to different regions, right? Because you know, a U.S. company might not do well over there in Southeast Asia, but a company over there focusing on that could, and good, you want to have exposure there. So anyways, everything looked all right until I saw the tokenomics, 9.8%, I believe. Although it's a brand new project, it just came out, and this is looking at the MEXC chart, so I think it came out in November, yeah, so maybe this is even slightly earlier, but in November, prop base. The tokenomics is what turned me off. I'm gonna watch it. Plus, it's gone up a lot. All right, so I mean, relatively a lot. So I mean, I'm waiting for a pullback, and then I'm gonna inquire more about the tokenomics, see if they have like a vesting schedule, and see what the situation is. Essentially, all I care about is how much is gonna be in supply by the end of 2025. That's all I care about. So if I can get that squared away, which I will, I'll do my homework. I'll report it back to you guys to let you know if this is a good project or not. But right now, a lot of people are talking about it. It's still small cap. It's not even listed on CoinMarketCap. So I can't even really show it to you guys. All right, so then with that, I'm like, all right, well, I still have capital I want to put in. Let me look at other projects, and these two projects just keep going in my head. Stobox and Credi. I've been putting it more and more in because, especially in Credi, the reason why I couldn't in Stobox is because I was buying Stobox in what is it called? I was buying Stobox in Gate.io, but Gate.io doesn't serve my region anymore apparently. So I'm like, what the hell? And I finally asked in the chat. I got around to asking in the chat, and they're like, yeah, you can just do Uniswap on BSC. I'm like, oh, that was easy. So then I bought some today. I wish I would have bought yesterday. It was at like 13 cents or whatever. But it will on 0.03 cents. Still, it'll probably drop a little bit. It's been oscillating. We'll look at that chart in a second. But Credifi, okay, so everything checks off for me. I wouldn't be showing you guys this stuff if I didn't think this was a good project. I wouldn't be buying it if I didn't think it was a good project and adding to my position. Okay, what's my average price? I've been bringing it down 0.0037. I'm pretty close to being break even. Right now it's at 0.0035. All right, so I've done a good job of buying in. I'm pretty close to reaching a number goal as far as the amount of tokens I have here, because it could get to $1, and if it does, I want to have 1 million of them, right? And it could get even higher. All right, this is already on KuCoin, guys. Credifi. The team has been working hard because the stuff that they put out. Okay, I'm always watching on here. Which is Telegram, right? Which is probably the best place to get information. And then here, Twitter, which would probably be the second best place to get information. I always see their tweet. Look, right here, 6 hours ago, Credifi. See right there, you can't make this stuff up, guys. And it's still really brand new in the project. They're a real world asset play, so the narrative is perfect, all right? They basically want to lend out money. You have to go look at the project. It's, you know, they're both like just very focused, again, and in very, very good sectors. All right, so Credifi is one of them. Stobox, you can also see. Let's take a look at STBU and have that ready after I'm done talking about. And something else. I was chatting with a guy, right, and he was like, I think in here, and he made mention of the fact. I'm like, why are you so bullish on this project? You know, and I like to ask because investors will give you their honest opinion for the most part. Why would they lie? I mean. That's not completely true all the time. A pissed off investor will give you his honest opinion. But anyways, this guy wasn't pissed off, and he's like, I believe in Credi because I know the team personally, and I know what the character is like. And I'm like, all right, that's fair. All right, that's fair. I can respect that. And so all that stuff is just pointing and to say, okay, you got some capital, and you know a lot of your projects already gone up. You've already hit your goals for them. Which ones can you add to? How can you layer it more? And Credi just kept coming to me, and so I've just been buying Credi. I've been buying since down here again to lower this price, and then recently I've been buying again right here because I'm like, why not? It's still lower than this price, right here, right. So basically this whole thing I've been buying mostly here, and then here to bring my price down because I think I bought originally up here, so I'm like, oh man, I gotta bring it down, and so I have, thankfully, and that's where I am right now. Good project, guys. Good project. If it's not on your radar, it definitely should. Tomorrow, I'm gonna maybe even highlight it. Just go over the other stuff, like the website, more of what they do. But because I know it's they do like lending. That's what they do. But I know they're a real world asset play. So I want to see where the real world asset play comes in again. I forget right now. There's so many cryptos that I watch, but going over it with you guys will actually be helpful to me too as well. But project is good, guys. All right. More than anything, instead of looking at a website, go chat in the group. Go chat in the group. it'll tell you more. 7,633 members, pretty active people talking. There's me talking. You know, this is good to see. Good community. Seems like smart people, because it's more like a highbrow type of stuff, kind of highbrow. It's super low cap, guys. I mean, you get it in super early. I don't think it shows right here. Let's see. All right, market cap 2.3 million, and I can't verify these. I'd have to confirm again, because coin market cap has been known to be wrong. Yeah, so tokenomics 59.8%, 1 million in circulation. I'm pretty sure that they also do burns. All right, so good positive tokenomics. Market cap again, compared to the fully diluted, it's almost right there. It's almost perfect. So maybe the market cap is wrong. The circulating supply. Tomorrow, if I make a video highlighting them, Credi and Stbu, which is right now my plan, I will make sure that I have the proper tokenomics issue. But just looking at the chart, things look good. Still in this right here channel, at the top of this channel, trying to see if we can break through it as resistance, and on this uptrending line, right? Trying to get back in here. So it'll be interesting. Maybe we do play a little bit longer before eventually we do break out. Depends on what the rest of the market does as well, obviously. But I mean, it looks pretty good. It looks pretty strong, guys. Good buying zone still. Eventually, once we break out of here, you know, I think we're going to try to get to a penny, 0.013. And like I mentioned, I think it could easily get to $1. I think that would only be like a half a billion market cap. So I mean, a project like this with a hardworking team, on their socials, I'm pretty sure they're already making revenue. Okay, they have other coins in their ecosystem, but Credi is like the utility token. All right, and so I don't know, Credi to $1, I believe it. All right, so that's why I want to have a million of these tokens, and should be on your radar, guys. Should be on your radar. This is definitely a 100x jump potential. All right, because I've seen projects and they're not half as good with a higher market cap, as far as what I can see, as far as how they interact and all the stuff that they're doing, guys. If you're looking for a real world asset play, and you should be, this one's one of them. The next one is Stbu. Now, what they do is they allow projects like, for example, Landshare is one, to basically tokenize their project. Okay, all right, and so that's what they do. They're based over there in Europe. Team, again, just like Credi, super strong, super focused, very kind of like white shoe, very kind of like just corporate guys, right, that are focused on doing that, but good with the community, very good with the community, have their people in place. They are good. They are good. They are very structured, and I like that. Just positive things, and I've been wanting to buy more. I essentially partly because I believe in the project, and the other part because I bought too high originally, because it was just looked so good, and it still continues to look good even during this drop. And I'm like, we are here in this little triangle right here. This is probably like the last part where it stays at this level before it breaks through these resistance areas and start coming up towards my average. And I started buying today because I found out that they're in Uniswap, and you can use BSC on Uniswap. I'm like, cool, perfect. That's exactly what I want. And so I'm gonna buy in these days, because if we zoom into the charts, look at this little triangle right here. All right, so more or less as we've been going down, eventually it will probably break up, because based on, again, what the market does. But I mean, I wanted to buy right here. I'm like, damn, let me buy right here, 0.012. So I'm just gonna wait a little bit, see if I can, and then once it gets closer down here, I'm gonna. If it does, I don't think it'll break through right here. But if the market starts going crazy, maybe it does. But I mean, maybe it drops down here, which would be a great buy. Even right now, it's not a bad buy, guys. I mean, this is probably the local bottom. So, but let's see what happens in this triangle. 0.01587 is the top of the triangle today, more or less. Or we would just use this one, 0.01544. All right, boom, right here, and top of this triangle, this descending line is a little bit before it. After it, I'm sorry. So we've been down this line since 10th of April 2023. So this area is a good buy spot. Closer to 0.0129986 would be even better. But the tokenized project, guys, this is a good one too. Same thing. They remind me a lot of each other, just in how corporate they are, like just how structured they are, you know, and they're militant in the way that they do everything, and militant in the good way, in the sense that everything is just, you know, how can I say it? Numbered, every procedural. All right, and I like that. That's how business should be. Let's see. Let me see if I can find Stobox in general. 51,290. All right, Stobox. Interesting, right? They do talk in here. They show the buys. I've seen some buys recently here, guys. So I mean, pretty cool. All right, so tomorrow maybe I'll feature them more. We'll look at their website, get a better idea. But I mean, now it's at least on your radar, so you can start doing your homework and check these guys out. All right, I think we got to leave it at that. It's already 22 minutes. So Stobox, chart looks pretty good. And maybe could be. Is it a reverse head and shoulders? We break through all this, come up here, break through this, and we're headed towards 79 cents, new all-time high. But we still got some time. But you never know; these things can explode quickly. You know, once people finally start seeing the value in it, or there's money coming in, people are like, oh, where else can I put real world asset plays? They're in real world asset, guys. They're in real world asset, and that by itself is going to be huge. All right, that's how you're going to see a lot of money coming in, guys. Cool, that's it. So there you have it. Let's see what happens. 17th will be an interesting day. Before now and then, we could see some fireworks if there is an approval for an ETF, but we shall see. Markets look pretty strong. Let's see what type of week, maybe just sideways up until the 17th in anticipation. And then we looked at Credi and Stobox. Maybe I'll do a video of them tomorrow. Real world asset plays definitely should be in your radar. I started buying both the STBU again, and I bought more Credi. And Prop S, jury's still out. Tokenomics not great, but if you know about it and you want to add some information, leave a comment down there, guys. If you can, please like, please subscribe. All right, let's keep increasing those numbers. That'd be super cool if you can do it. We'll see you guys tomorrow, guys. All right, have a good one. Peace.